Seems like some of us have, but most have not or barely have looked at it. So we're going to take a second and look those over. Okay. All right, so let me present. Okay. Right, okay. So this is the third period class. I mean, it looks almost identical in the eighth period class. This is kind of after I've heard a lot of what you guys have either typed or you have said. Things like, I'm not getting this to work. It's maybe taking too long to do. This isn't helping me. This isn't as beneficial, that kind of thing. So, I just thought let's make this completely useful to you, and I'm putting the whole trust in you that you're getting these things done. The payoff is that you guys would you get the choice of how you want to study, what you want to use. You don't feel like you're doing busy work. My downside is I'm not as closely monitoring this. So therefore, even though the grade may go in, it's not going to help you as much for the exam if you don't do it. So kind of thing. So let's take a look here. It basically, from this point on, we might do a quick Zoom session to practice an essay like we're going to do today. But for the most part, this is going to be kind of the work that we're going to do. I'm going to also add in some office hours where you could drop in and just ask questions and that kind of thing. Okay, get feedback. Okay, so at the beginning of every week, you're going to write down like what your goals were for the week. It's just a quick question. Before you do that right now, though, let's talk about what the choose your own adventure thing is going to be. At the end of the week, you can see it's kind of grayed out because I have it scheduled for Friday to open up, because I don't want you to do this ahead of the time. I want you to do it when when you have finished the other things. So choose your own adventure. Go ahead and open that assignment up. Open it up fully. Okay. Instructions. Look over the instructions first. So I put again the meeting right here just so that we could so you would have a chance to talk about it here. So here's how it's going to work. You are the requirements are that 4 times a week, and it has to be 4 different days. This week, I'll let you backlog if you did something yesterday. But 4 different days that you do 25 minutes of AP Bio studying. That's it. But that's the pure studying. That's not including like the goals or reflections. That's why it's 25 minutes instead of 30. So the other 20 minutes or so are on your goals and reflections for the week. Okay, so that would take us up to the 2 hours for the week. Okay, so you're just going to log what you've done on this Google form here, and you might need to, I'm not sure if it allows you or not, but you might need to reopen this up. And points here, I'm going to take that off. That shouldn't be 100 points, but I'm going to change that. So all you're going to do when you, if you guys want to go ahead and open that up, just to kind of take a look at it, mine's going to look different. Oh no, it's going to look the same. So you're just going to write down, period 1, period 8, or period 3, period 8, whichever one you're in. You click on this and it will bring up everybody's name. By the way, if you just start typing, if I was to type S, it brings me down to all the S's. So it's a quick way to do it. It's by alphabetical last name. Okay. I'm going to summarize what you did during this one study session. So this is for 4 different study sessions. You got to fill this out 4 different times during the week. Okay. So include what topic did you study? 5.1, 1.2. What source did you use? I used Khan Academy. I used Biozone workbooks. I used OpenStax. I used AP Classroom itself and made my own, did some of the progress checks or something like that. Okay. Write down how many minutes you spent. Again, totally honor code here. Okay. And then, how did you feel about it? Did it go well? Did it not go well? One really awesome is a 1, horrible is a 5. Okay. I probably should switch those. Let me do that right now before I forget. So, but the idea is that you're just going to basically change around, or put this all on you. I'm just going to give you the option to do what it is you want to study rather than what I dictate you have to study. Okay. And should look like that now. Did it change on yours if you refresh? Looks like it did on mine. But okay. So that's going to be every week, 4 times a week. Okay. You're going to log in that 4 times. So it might appear as if it's done because it's listed as an assignment, but you're going to go back into the same assignment for the second day, log in, log your what you did, and then again and again and again, etc. Okay. You don't have to put the date and time because it timestamps it. So I want you to do it when you do it. So don't just kind of go, well, I'll just log this later. Log it now so it's there. Okay. All right, let me stop presenting. And can we have everyone just unmute themselves? You guys go through and unmute yourselves.
Hello.
Hello.
How are we all doing today?
Good, Alex. Alex, can we see your face? You guys don't mind, I'd like to see everybody's face at some point here, just because I want to know that
kind of
it's
something
actually
in the way,
you.
whatever.
Okay. All right, so were there any questions on like that assignment?
No.
Everyone's good with that? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Thank you, Leanne. Everyone else good with it too?
Yeah, we're good.
Yep.
Matt's doing a podcast right
Yeah.
now.
Shut up.
Okay, so
Nice
little
Twitch
etiquette while we're on here. That's one of the reasons I wanted to see everybody's face, is so they actually know that you didn't just like, do this.
Bye, Mr.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tremaine.
wait, did you guys ask me something? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. You get what I mean there. I just want to be able to see that you guys are paying attention. Okay, so going back, I'm going to reshare my screen again. You guys can go ahead and mute yourselves unless you got something you have to ask. Okay, down here, this other thing that's on this assignment, it just says sign in Google accounts. That's just going to take you to a resources page. And, some of these you recognize, some might be a little bit different. Okay, like here's OpenStax right here. This here, this is actually, you guys might want to check it out if you haven't already looked at this. AP Biology, a YouTube playlist. They're going through all these different reviews. The first few, right up to here, will not be actually on the test, but we will look at those after the test. Okay, part of our work. So starting here with number 10, and they're doing one every day. They're trying to keep it right around 45 minutes. And they're doing like a topic a day, or you can see they're also doing some investigations. The investigations might be very, very useful, knowing that the larger of the essays is on those investigations. Okay. So that could be your thing. You could just simply watch one of those lessons, okay, that they're doing. Okay. We've got Smart Sparrow, that's the BioBeyond, Think Well, and BioZone. I just want to show you guys also something about BioZone that was a little confusing to people. So when you go to log in, I'm going to log in. Okay. Yours wouldn't look like this, but let me go to one of these books. This was confusing some people because they're like, I don't know where to put the answers. I don't know where to type. The whole idea is that when you're in here, you actually can, taking a while to load up because we're also Zooming or meeting, I guess I should say now. There's these little orange icons on the side here. If you click on that, it will open up the question and you can write your answer right in here. You can also, write it out ahead of time, put it on a piece of paper, to write it, draw it, whatever, take a picture of it and submit it that way if you wanted to. Okay. Of course, now, that's totally on you if you want to do that or not. Okay. This is a different, like this YouTube channel here. This is also a bunch of different people that are putting together some reviews. You can see Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4. Unit 5 is coming, and 6, etc. I put on here the live links. Unit 5 isn't live linked yet, but it will be. I think they go every Thursday, I want to say. You can see there's different teachers on here that are doing this. Okay, so that's another option. Again, you could just watch those. That could be your review session if you wanted to. Okay. Up here, this very first one, I just kind of happened across this, and it's just like this giant possible list of different things you might be able to use. So it goes across the different units at the top. Okay, 7 and 8 won't be on there. And it has just resources kind of linked by what topic they cover in there. Okay. So, and from what I understand there, this person is continually adding more to it as you go. Okay. Okay. I think that's all the resources, right? Oh, this right here. This is when you open this up. This kind of tells specifically where you might find things in OpenStax. So for instance, if you want to study 1.1, you find this one and you read this information here. Then you can go over to OpenStax here and find that specific page and section, etc. Okay. I didn't put up a link to obviously BioZone. I'm sorry, not BioZone. I did with that Biology in Focus, but I'm going to add that as another resource. Kind of linking which chapters would go with which. Okay. All right. Jump back in here. I see some questions that came up. What was he saying about an essay? I forgot. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top there. Luke, does BioBeyond count as studying? Yes, yes. In fact, if you for this week only, I don't mind if you backlog the, and put in like if you did something on Monday. Okay, I don't mind if you put that in. So you can use that. Kate says, do we have actual assignments in BioZone, or is that just a resource for us to use on our own? Essentially now everything is just a resource to use on our own. Okay. Going down here, resource for studying. Thank you. Okay. Alex, I don't quite understand the question here. What is he saying about an essay? I forgot. You can like elaborate on that. That would be good. Is Alex out there? Okay, never mind. I understand. Okay, BioZone still do BioBeyond. I would say with the BioBeyond at this point, you can use it as logging in some of your time. So if you already did one of those, you know, hey, it took me 25 minutes, 45 minutes, then yeah, that's fine. Okay. Just to clarify, there must be 4 separate days that you do some studying, and they have to be at least 25 minutes. You may go longer. Okay. But in terms of the credit, it should be 4 separate days. Okay. Greg, so that resource page is what we use for this 25-minute thing? Yes. Or if there's others, you know, if you have other sources, you know, you can, you know, let me know about that and use those. Okay. Isabella, good news. Your question here, have you been able to get any more information about Living Environment Regents credit? So freshmen, you're good. Yeah. I saw Leanne celebrate there. Yeah. Yeah, you're good. You are totally good. You were in a course that was designed to end in the Living Environment exam. So therefore, any course that is designed to end in a Regents exam is going to be, they're going to use the course grade as the Regents exam grade. Okay. You still have to pass though. So. All right. Emma says, so 25 minutes every day on top of the BioBeyond assignment? No. In fact, at this point, we're going to kind of end the BioBeyond assignment. But you can use that. Like if you already did it, then use it as, log it as some of your review time. And so Emma, to answer your question, I don't want you to go more than 2 hours unless you choose to go more than 2 hours. Okay, so that's why 4 times 25 minutes will bring you up to 1:40. That builds in some 10 minutes for the first goal setting and the last 10 minutes at the end of the week to reflect on what you did. Okay. Isabella, no, you don't have to have a certain exam on the AP exam for Regents credit. No, that's just for the AP exam. And those exam scores come out in July, so you'll have already been done with the course at that point. Okay. Anyone else have any questions? You bet. You think if we really use those 2 hours every single week, we're prepared for the AP exam? That's a question that I guess I would just ask you if you feel like that's going to be enough. Yeah, Alex says it varies by the person. I really think it does. So like I said, I just want to have it be that, like, here's the minimum amount that you have to use, you have to do. And, you know, if you need to scale up on that, that's cool. If you feel like, no, that's good, I'm good, you know, that's cool too. And if you don't ever want to look at BioBeyond, that's fine. And if you never ever again want to look at the ThinkWells, that's fine. You know, use what's good. At this point, throwing it out to you guys, use what you think is going to be useful to you. Just spend the time. Spend the time that you need to. Okay. I would recommend that probably once during the week you jump into AP Classroom and maybe do one of the progress checks that is on the stuff that you've been studying to see if it's been useful, to see if it's worked. You know, maybe you save that for your last study session, just taking that. Okay. Okay. Everyone good? How's everyone faring here? 5 weeks of social isolation as it is now. 5 weeks. Imagine that. You want to know what I heard lately? That we'll be in this social distancing into August. Yeah, into August. That's what I heard. So we'll see if the school year starts next year on time too. You guys go into college, we'll see if your school year starts on time. Be interesting. So, okay. Yeah, I don't think you're the only one, Alex. So, I like that as well. How's everybody else doing? Everyone cool? Everyone good? All right. I said before, I'm gonna start posting some office hours, and so it'll be kind of like you would sign up for a time, and if you had questions, specific questions, you could ask them at that time. If you want to go over something, you can go over those at that time. Okay. All right, guys, if there's nothing else, we're good to go. We'll do another quick check-in.